Hey everybody, it's Mark, the Back Porch Farmer. I've been trying to find time in the last week to make another video. I've been kind of wanting to share a little bit of information I've had about the proper way to trim your, or not, it's the proper way, it's the way I've learned how to actually trim your zucchini and yellow squash plants and to make them more productive. Now this monstrosity you see right here, this is actually just one plant that I put in the ground. There's the root right there. Planted it way back in early spring, and obviously you see it's grown out here. I've already pruned it a couple of times. That's these areas here that look like the spine of a dead animal. But if you'll just take some time on these leaves here that are yellow, look like they're diseased, if they're crossed over or they have that the silver frosty mold look to them, if you cut these out, it creates a better airflow for the plant. And I've actually already done this because about a month ago this plant was all moldy clear out here to the end, and it's kind of gotten that way again. So I cut it to where it was all just, it all looked just like this right out to here. And as you can see, I've got several batches of new growth that also need to be trimmed up again. Now I don't know how many more I'll get off here, if any. I do have one I need to clip right now because it is late in the gardening season. It's the end of the gardening season here in Central Illinois. It's the last day of September. So it's just kind of an experiment to see if I can get some more new growth. As you can see, like these are here, got several that need to come off. Kind of hard to do with one hand. I'm still a new YouTuber, so I don't have any fancy camera equipment. I'm just using strictly my camera phone. As you can see, there's one good squash in here we need to harvest today. So that's yellow squash, and this plant has been very productive this whole summertime. I don't know how many I got off here, but several, all good ones. And so anyway, if I mentioned this before, but the idea is to get the ones all off the ground that are crossing over, and it creates more airflow through here. There's another little one still coming there. And it just promotes, it'll promote new growth, and it has. I mean, I have to say I tried it probably a month ago, and all this here is new growth in the last 3.5 weeks. So it does work. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Unfortunately, I made a decision to start a YouTube channel at the end of garden season. As you can see, my straw bale garden is coming down at the end. It is still producing. I've still got tomatoes and a goodly amount of green beans and some peppers. But next spring, when we start all over, I'll have new bales, and I've had several people ask me to explain to them how I do the whole straw bale gardening thing. And of course, this year we had so much rain here in Central Illinois. There's a lot of folks, a lot of friends of mine weren't even able to plant a conventional garden, and so they were asking me lots more questions than usual. And so I decided, well, I'll just start a YouTube channel here at the home and just begin to share some things that I know I've learned about growing garden crops and flowers too in straw bales. And so that's all I got for now. It's another short one. I'll get better. I'll get more long-winded as I go along. But see you on the channel, or I'll see you next time on the next video. Thanks.